Hello peoples, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Are you doing alright? Today I am going to do like a little get ready with me and just talk about some stuff, especially Eurovision probably, as you can tell from the title. And you might be able to tell that I already have foundation on. I already started recording the intro and putting on foundation, and then the camera turned off and I saw that I didn't have enough storage on my memory card because I forgot to delete the old videos which are already transferred to my laptop on it. So yeah, I'm gonna do the whole shenanigans again. Obviously I'm not gonna be putting foundation on again, but yeah, just so you guys know why I already have foundation on my face. But what I've been talking about is obviously ESC Eurovision happened this weekend, and I have a lot to talk about regarding ESC. It was an emotional roller coaster. I'm sure if you guys watched it, you felt that too. Just so you know, I'm from Germany, so obviously I'm from Europe. I've been watching Eurovision when I was growing up a lot with my family as well. I specifically remember the 2009 till 2012 era of watching it. So Alexander Rybak, of course. Then 2010, obviously Lena in Germany winning. That was really exciting. After that, I had a love-hate relationship with ESC. I stopped watching it for a few years, and then I think 2019 was the first year, or maybe 2018, I can't remember now, was the first year I started watching it again. And then last year, obviously, it didn't take place. And I actually didn't really keep up with that either, because I was writing my bachelor thesis. So I had a lot of stuff to do. But yeah, this year, because of the pandemic and everything, I just really got into it again. But now I'm gonna move on with concealer. I just use the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. For me, it's the color 5 Light Natural. I'm just gonna pop that under my eyes. I need to buy a new one. It's nearly empty. But yeah, ESC. I have to say, overall, there were actually quite a few good songs this year, which obviously doesn't happen all the time. There are obviously a few years where you're ooh. There always are some good songs, but to have that many is quite rare, I'd say. Also, this year was the first year or the first time that I actually watched the semi-finals and was really sad that certain countries didn't qualify for the final. For me, it was especially Australia and Romania. I really liked their entries, but obviously, sadly, they didn't qualify. Also, which is funny now looking back at it, I like the first semi-final a lot more than the second semi-final. I don't know, the second semi-final overall just bored me a bit more. Although Finland, which I was rooting for, was in there, and looking back at it, I think 4 of the top 6 were in the second semi-final, if I remember correctly. Maybe one was in the first semi-final, but I'm not sure. But looking back at it, it's quite funny that actually a lot of the songs from the second semi-final performed better. But yeah, I was just kind of sad that Australia and Romania, and also for the second final, I was hoping at first I was when I first listened to it, it's it's an alright song but nothing special. But in comparison to all the other songs from the second semi-final, I actually really liked Denmark's entry. It was really fun. It's just an upbeat 80s song. I saw, like, I was on Twitter while watching it, and I saw someone saying that, like, the gay dads, basically, and I thought that was, like, quite an accurate description. I'm gonna pause you for a second and do my eyebrows off camera because I need full concentration for that. As you can see, finished doing my eyebrows. I just need, like, full concentration for that. Otherwise I'll fuck them up. But yeah, where was I? Think I talked about, like, semi-finals who wanted to qualify. I think. But yeah, I mean, overall, as I already said, there were, like, all good songs. And then going into the final, I was rooting for Italy and Finland, and obviously, you know the results. My little rock heart is, like, really, really happy. I was just so excited at the end. Like, obviously, a lot of people in the beginning, a lot of people, I think the bookmarkers or whatever they're called, were already, like, predicting that Italy would win, and obviously I was hoping that that would be the case, but you never know, do you? But yeah, besides Italy and Finland, as a little rock woman, person, girl, whatever you want to call it, I really liked Ukraine's entry, which is fine because the first time I heard it, I was actually like, ooh, what is this? I was, like, not confused, but it just wasn't my cup of tea at first. But the more I listened to it, the more it grew on me, and now I actually have added it to my Spotify, so I really like it. Otherwise, Iceland, they're just so charming and so awkwardly beautiful. Beautifully awkward, whatever you want to call it, but, like, they're just themselves. They're really sweet. I've watched a few videos with Daddy Freya. I don't know how you really pronounce it. I can't do it. Freya? I don't know. But he just seems really genuine and really nice. I laughed my ass off a little bit at those videos. He's just so... I love his personality. And obviously the song is about his wife, and the last entry for last year was about his child, and it's just such a sweet little song. Just had, like, a little interruption. My sister got some new clothes and wanted to show it to me, so yeah, but I'm back now. A lot of interruptions today. So my favorites, to summarize, I know if I talked about all of them, were Italy first, Finland, Ukraine, Iceland, and I really liked Norway, Cyprus, and Azerbaijan as well. I think I would say I liked, those were my, like, favorites. But yeah, first of all, let me continue doing my makeup. Right now I'm just using, like, a light purple, lavendery, lilac-y eyeshadow color and just putting that on my lid. But yeah, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, which is the televoting this year. Oh my god. It was dramatic AF. I mean, first of all, 0 points. I don't think that has ever happened yet. That was, I mean, obviously it was quite sad for the participants, for the countries that were at the bottom, but also at some point when you watched it, it was just kind of funny that, like, 4 countries didn't get any points from the televoting, which is because like the top countries just ate up all of them, because even the middle countries like didn't get a lot of points as well. So yeah, but I mean, props to James Newman, to the UK, for taking it so well and making it a lot easier for Germany, Spain and the Netherlands to deal with getting any points. And maybe it was also easier due to the fact that like 4 countries didn't get any points from the televoting. But yeah, I was just like, I was texting my best friend like, oh my god, 0 points, and then they announced the Netherlands with 0 points as well, and I was like, yeah, this do be cruel, Jesus. Especially because like, for me, Germany, as a German, Germany was the worst entry. So as soon as I heard it for the first time, I was like, this is gonna place low. It's just not that good. I like the message of the song, obviously, it's nice, but you could have packaged it in a better song. And no hate against Jendrik or anything. He seems like a lovely dude, but the song, sorry. It was just really annoying to me. Like, I heard it for the first time and like all the time afterwards I was like, oh my god, please make it stop. But yeah, so I expected Germany to perform low and not well. UK, obviously, we know the history of the UK in the Eurovision, but I actually quite liked the song, but I think the staging didn't work that well, so that might have also not helped. And it was a nice song, but probably just wasn't anything special. Spain, it was alright, but I just didn't really connect with it, and it was a ballad, so you kind of need to connect with the song. But Netherlands, I actually quite liked the Netherlands song, and I was really surprised that they didn't get any televotes, because it was something different, but it was still fun. And also those guys and the girl, I just have to say, they had one of the best like clothing styling of the evening. I have to say, I mean, you have to talk about how many silver short dresses there were. I didn't really realize it in the semi-finals, but then I watched it with my sister, and she was like, she pointed it out the second time, I think, when Albania performed with like Cyprus, and then it just came up again and again. But yeah, their styling was like really nice, but as I said, really surprised that they didn't get any points. Also, San Marino, I thought that was gonna perform really well, like top 10ish. I mean, also, like, let's talk about the fact that, I mean, Florida performed at Eurovision. That is so weird. I thought, like, at first that he just featured on the song and he wasn't gonna be there, but when I heard and then saw it in the semi-finals that he was gonna be there, I was like, what? Okay, that's cool, but also very weird. But yeah, that they only got also like 13 points from the televoting, I found that really weird. But obviously, we know where the points went to. I was actually surprised that so many points and so many people obviously voted for like the rock songs. But I was really happy when they announced Finland. I was like, oh my god, yes! Over 200 votes. That's insane. And then Iceland as well, 180. They're like, I think they're probably really happy with that. And I mean, probably also a bit glad that they did win, because what we learned from the movie is winning would bankrupt them. So, but I also loved, like, with the jury voting when Iceland announced where their points went to, and they had the guy from the movie with the Yaya Ding Dong. Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny. When they announced Italy had like over 300 points, I was like, afterwards, I was shaking. I was so nervous, but also so excited that they got so many points. And I mean, over 300, that's insane. Especially for like a rock song to perform that well. I was like, oh my god. And then, why? I mean, tension-wise, they did, I think, pretty well, because with the announcement of Switzerland, they just took their sweet time, didn't they? I was like, Jesus Christ, just fucking tell us the points, we just want to know. It's alright, I know it's supposed to have a little bit of tension, but not this much, I can't deal. But when they announced that Switzerland had 100 points, meaning 100 and I don't know how many it was exactly, 50, something like that, I couldn't deal. I was so fucking happy. I was just still shaking after that. I was like, yeah, this is so nice. Especially because Italy for the last years had like a lot of nice songs which could have won also, in my opinion. And now they finally did, which is really, really nice. And Måneskin, they deserved it. They're so cute. But I was shocked when I googled, like, I don't know, I was awake a few hours after that still, just looking at memes and everything. But I was surprised when I found out that they're all younger than me. That is so weird. It's so weird when you get to the age where suddenly a lot of people in the public eye, or celebrities, are younger than you. I'm 23, by the way, so not that old by any means, but it's just weird. Let me just do my eyeliner off camera. As you can see, I finished my eyeliner. It's not my best job, but sometimes you have better days, sometimes you have worse days with your eyeliner. It doesn't always go great, let's just say. But anyways, Italy winning. Mwah. It's just great that the rock song won again, and that Italy, one of the big five, won again. But that's also, like, that was so funny. Like, literally, basically one half were like the last three, and the other half were like the top two of this year. That was like, it's kind of funny also. But what I find really great also is that of the top four are in their native language basically, and are not English song, which is great. Obviously, I also like English songs because then I, for most of the time, actually understand what they're saying and what they're singing about. But I also love it, especially for Eurovision, that just face of everyone singing in English and English songs winning, I think, is dwindling down a bit, and that more native songs, I guess, songs in the participants' native language are rising up a bit again is quite fun. But also Moldova dropping their microphone. I mean, they picked it up quite quickly again. But that could have been bad. But I also just like, because I just remembered what I wanted to talk about, and this is kind of a, what's the things again? Not Stairway. but like a segue. That's the word I was looking for. A segue into that thing. Obviously, Eurovision is especially appreciated in the queer community. And we had a lot of like queer representation this year. I mean, first of all, Iceland, one of the members held up a pansexual flag in their green room. That was like really nice. Then Damiano from Måneskin kissing his two bandmates, gay kisses. Mwah. I love that. And obviously Nikki Jager, I don't know how you pronounce her name in Dutch correctly, being one of the hosts. I mean, also just Nikki Tutorials hosting Eurovision. It was weird seeing her not in a normal YouTube video, but she did a really good job, I have to say. But yeah, she being trans is just a lot of queer representation, and I love that. As a bi woman, I was really happy. And yeah, Nikki did a really good job. I think she was the best host of the four of them. I watched a few of the Look Labs videos, interviews, and she had such great rapport with all of the contestants, which obviously isn't always that easy, especially if not everyone is that fluent in English. But she did really well, I think. And the interviews were also really fun. The ones that I watched, it's just everyone was so nice and just having a good time being there. Obviously, it's sad that Iceland and couldn't perform live, and Duncan either. But we're still in Corona times. Stuff like that, especially if you host something where a lot of people can come to and everything, is to be expected. I hope they are well. I hope they recover well and they don't have like massive symptoms. But yeah, overall, I think it was just really nice. Especially afterwards, the memes. Mwah. Obviously, I said my favorite were Måneskin, Italy. I mean, there's no denying that they're just really hot. Oh my god, I was like sweating a lot when I first saw like the whole live performance in the final. I mean, Damiano does things to me. Whew. He's just really hot. Let's just keep it at that. But I also found it so funny on Twitter afterwards when a lot of people were tweeting the bisexuals won this year. Because I didn't even think about it in that way, but when they said that, I was like, yeah, actually, just represent not giving a fuck about toxic masculinity or anything about that. And that was obviously just really nice to see, and the outfits obviously helped a lot. I also loved the, I don't know about friendship, but like the relationship between Finland and Italy, because a lot of people were trying to like pit them against each other because they're both rock bands and now they have competition in Eurovision, but instead they were just like, no, we're actually just happy that there are a lot more rock songs in Eurovision a lot more is maybe not the right word, but like more than one rock song this year, and they just supported each other, and that was really nice. I also saw, like, now that I watched a few reactions also of people to Eurovision, I didn't really notice it at first, but that Finland also held up like Play Jaja Ding Dong. They seemed like great lads to hang out with I think. I'm nearly finished with my makeup. I'll just put on some mascara and that's about it. And I'll just finish that, I think, because I don't really have that much more to talk about. As you can maybe tell, my thoughts are just so scattered right now that I can't really talk about one thing anymore. So I'll just see you when I end the video. Okay, so as you can see, I finished doing my makeup, put some clothes on, did my hair, so I'm all good to go. I hope you enjoyed the video and you didn't mind me rambling on and switching from one point to another too much. That's just how my brain works sometimes. But yeah, let me know what you think of Eurovision 2021. What was your favorite act? Did you think the right country did win? Who was your favorite? What were some moments that you really liked or found funny or touching or whatever during this year's Eurovision? I would love to see that in the comments and talk to you about it. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video, I guess.